Hi everyone, you have reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with my take, my view on Reunion Part 2, Married to Medicine. I have two pieces of it that I really want to talk about. I mean, overall, it was pretty much, it was what it was, I guess we could say. But the part that interests me the most was when they talked about the relationship between Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie. Everyone was alluding to the fact that they really did not make up, and that their makeup that we saw during the season, it was faked, it was rehearsed for TV. Well, what do I say about that? Well, Dr. Simone, before I get into my thoughts, Dr. Simone said, listen, are we in the same place we were before the fallout? Absolutely not. Do we speak? She said yes. She said we do study together, and that's pretty much about the gist of it. They both shedded some tears over their lost relationship, and then Dr. Jackie, she tried to tell the root cause of the situation. Dr. Jackie is still pissed from the season when Buffy was on, and Buffy was pissed at Dr. Jackie for mentioning that she couldn't have children at a conference that they had in front of a big, large group of people. And Dr. Simone pretty much told Jackie she was wrong, and she didn't stand by Jackie's side, okay? She later on, Dr. Simone mentioned at the reunion, she later on went to Jackie's room off camera and told Dr. Jackie, look, this is not you. You did not portray yourself, in a good light when you pretty much acted like you can care less that what you did to Buffy hurt Buffy, okay? So then Dr. Jackie said that her true reasoning for being so upset is because, yes, Dr. Simone came to her room and said that to her, but she was mad that Dr. Simone did not say in front of everyone how what Dr. Jackie did is not her. It doesn't represent her. So what really Dr. Jackie is pissed about is that Dr. Simone didn't tell the general public that's not Dr. Jackie, because a lot of people were pissed that season with Dr. Jackie for doing what she did to Buffy, okay? And they was like, you should know better as a doctor, there's HIPAA rules, so forth and so on. So because Dr. Jackie caught heat behind that, and she felt like Dr. Simone could have buffered that and said something in Dr. Jackie's defense, Dr. Jackie has been holding grudges, this is my opinion, and she's pissed. And she's never, ever, ever going to forgive Simone. Dr. Jackie holds grudges. If you remember, before Mariah got kicked off, early on one point, they was talking about something, and Mariah said something about Dr. Jackie cannot speak on motherhood because she's not a mother. Well, Dr. Jackie took offense to that. She was pissed, and she never forgave Mariah. Mariah begged her. Mariah came to her. Mariah said sorry to Dr. Jackie about 2,000 times that I can count up. And yes, I'm exaggerating. But the point is, Mariah did apologize to Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie wasn't having it, didn't want to hear it, and never truly accepted the apology, even though she claimed she did. That's why I'm saying good luck to Dr. Simone. I highly doubt that Dr. Jackie is ever going to truly, truly forgive Simone. And it's a darn shame. They've been friends for over 20 years. As Dr. Jackie said out her own mouth, Simone was there for her during her whole breast cancer bout, her chemo, all of that. Dr. Jackie said out of her mouth, when I didn't think I was going to make it, you were there. So you want to let something so small as she didn't stand up for you in one situation deteriorate and break down the whole relationship. I'm like in my head, I'm like, Dr. Jackie, are you kidding me? But again, not shocked because she did it to Mariah. But my problem I have with Dr. Jackie, you forgive your cheating, lying husband. And forgive me, but that's what it was. You forgive your cheating, lying husband who said under the eyes of God, for better or for worse, that he's going to love you. He's not going to covet in no other woman. He's fine. He gets caught with another woman. We got pictures and everything. You can forgive him. He humiliated you in public. You humiliated yourself when you said that about Buffy. Okay? But your husband humiliated you in public. You forgave him, but you can't forgive Simone. Messy, but not shocked. Again, because that's Jackie. She doesn't know how to forgive, but she really does though, right? Those that she really want to forgive, because again, she forgave her husband. So that's my situation that I took from the reunion part 2 last night. The mess between Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie. And it does break my heart because part of me loving Married to Medicine is I loved how they were so close in their friendship. So let's move on. Unfortunately, we still are dealing with Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott. That whole situation is a train wreck. Dr. Contessa is pissing me off, as I said in one of my other videos. You know, she has everybody speaking for her in this particular situation. Then she wants to tell us, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit, that the entire 16 years was a mess. Pretty much, that's what she's saying. A lot of arguing, a lot of hitting below the belt. She didn't want a situation like this because she grew up in a situation like this, and now she finds herself in a similar situation. And she's just saying, you know, this was Scott, that was Scott, so forth and so on. It can't all be on her. She can't be the only one to fix it. The real reason why she went away to school is to give them a break. She thought just separation was going to fix the broken pieces in their marriages. Come on, Dr. Contessa, you gotta be smarter than that. Anyway, they was giving me a headache. It was so messy. It was so much. And again, Scott, he just lies, and then lies some more. And then he tells another lie to cover up the lie that he just told. So Scott wants us to believe that he has no idea what DM meant. Okay. So he said he had no idea until Andy talked about it last year what DMs meant. And then he went to Instagram and he realized what the DMs meant. Then he started looking in it. And, you know, he was getting direct messages from some ladies. And he responded, but he didn't really respond. So, okay, Scott, you didn't know what a DM was. And you responded, but you didn't really respond like, hey, come over here. You just responded like, wow, you can't believe they're sending you this picture. Then you want to say that you were joking when you told Contessa about this life coach. Contessa knows you didn't really have a life coach. And then you also want to try to tell us that you can program your Siri so that when you say, hey, Siri, call my girlfriend, Siri knows that you mean call Contessa because you're calling Contessa your girlfriend. So you can program Siri, but you don't know what a DM is. But if you were so confused about what DM meant or is, you couldn't ask Siri? All right, Scott, we're going to need you to stop with the lies. We're going to need you, if you really want to save your marriage and this relationship, to go to therapy solo, okay? Then go to therapy with your wife, and then go to therapy or send the kids to therapy, because this is a whole hot mess. You really want us to believe you were confused about DMs, that you lied to your wife, that you really didn't have a life coach. Well, listen, we know you ain't have a life coach. You had a girlfriend, allegedly. That's what I'm thinking. But you want to say you was joking about this, like everything's a joke to you. So you're 50. And when you're talking about your marriage and your relationship, you're okay with saying, oh, this was a joke. Grow up, Scott. And grow up, Contessa. And I like Contessa. But you cannot have the ladies on the stage telling Andy about your relationship. Tell the story yourself. And then Quad was acting like the second co-host the whole part 2 reunion. And, you know, I like Quad, but I was like, this is a bit much. But anyway, guys, my take on Reunion Part 2, it was good. Can't wait to see Part 3. Not sure how much more they can tell us or what more information they can give, besides the fact of us getting a clear answer on whether Contessa and Scott is going to, you know, continue this debacle or if they're going to just let it go. Don't know. But, you know, I'll be tuned in for Part 3. Let me know, guys, how did you feel about Reunion Part 2? How do you feel about Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie? I think it's very sad. How do you feel that Quad really fits into this picture and she's no longer married to medicine? I don't know. Let me know. And Anila, she was just there and her husband was there. But, you know, I guess we need more time for them to just blend in with the group, and maybe next season we'll get to see more of them and their personalities. But listen, thanks guys for watching. See you in the next video, and we'll talk soon.